My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Ses, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Come on, Denzaya. Daddy, my business, you catching fever. Getting serious like empty river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we sweeping, we cutting, we moving all the way. We coming, we got a be coming. As we coming, we sweeping, we coming. And then when we meet obstacles, we got a be coming. I watch you come man, we coming. We better than a big coming. When the year is me, they checking you again. Guys, we coming. We better than a big coming. They are on to some. We coming. We better than a big coming. C'est combien, c'est fort et à mon tour sans gouverneur de décombien. Everybody's talking about a maker and a zana combien babia kemomuo. Everybody's talking about a maker and a zana combien kemomuo. When the year is me, they checking you again, guys. From the shadow of the Gorilla to the peak of the Nimba mountain, we coming, we got a big coming. And we coming from the pistol to the shores of the shepherd. We got a big coming. Young guy, you're the cool man, we coming, we got a big coming. From all the way, my putu to the peak, I wanna kiss it. Say one, say two, say three, say four. Come here, we coming. We better be coming. We coming. We better be coming. We coming. We better be coming. Everybody's talking about a maker, Elizana, come and back. Everybody's talking about a maker, Elizana, when the year is me checking you again, Gazukboa. And when it comes, nobody should hold me. Everybody's celebrating as I'm dancing to my right and I'm dancing to my left. From Masorado to Nakibi, pass out to River Cess. Hey, all the way to Bone County. From Nima County to Granchida, River G, sign of Maryland and Grand Crew County. Lova came my bumming and Bapolo County. We coming, where's our big coming? They are meant to son now. We coming, where's our big coming? Say coming, say for they are meant to son. Where's our big coming? C'est 2, c'est 3, c'est 4. Come here. It is gonna be come here. Okay, thank you. Let me see if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me check my stuff from here. Okay, can you hear me? Okay. That's the 1, 2. You can hear me? No, I don't see anybody can hear me. Okay, hold on 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Testing. Okay, testing 1, 2. I think you can hear me there now. Okay, I think I'm supposed to be on now. Testing 1, 2. Okay. All right, good. I'm supposed to be on now. Good. All right. Testing 1, 2. You know, I love the gadget. I just bought myself a new microphone. So, all right. Yeah, I was trying to. That's good. Okay, guys, today we'll be having a very good show. Sorry, yesterday I was off and I had a little thing to do. My niece graduated from Temple and I had to spend time with her. And I want to congratulate Elian Kishen for a job well done. And thank you very much, Elian. And we love you. I want to say thanks to the mother, Pushpa, for a job well done, and the husband of Pushpa, and Kwende, second. And look, I'm calling my daughter name, Elian's father, because when you marry a man, like your daughter. Okay, so thank you very much. Today we'll be having a nice time, and I might be up here for the next maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, depends on how things going to look like. So let us respect each other today. Okay, guys, this is Munal Kishen, aka the General. Oh, all the haters, y'all would die. All my people, y'all would die. Y'all would die before we even start living. Yes, yes. Good news, good news, good news. While other people are crying. My topic: where is UP and ALP? Are they gone back to base? They've been having meetings. They've been having all kinds of meetings to come with reinforcement. And let me say this: we will not listen to the lies. Unless I saw Facebook, I saw the post from Isaac Tucker, I saw the post from Saki. They all trying to play nice. They said that the disgruntled Liberians that were UP supporters, they said no, they are all from CDC. They said the people who were booing Mr. Cummings, they are sedition. That's a lie. It's a big black lie. They are all from UP.
Even this girl, you could hear her voice so loud in it, what her name they call Rosa Park, eh? They were all there. They paid some other people. They announced it. And it just showed that they don't even have the numbers. This wonderful number they're talking about, my people, we can see it. We can see the number. They announce it. They announce it on Spoon. All the ALP people. ALP got only 300 members in the whole country. 300 members in the whole country. Right after the election, all the people that voted for them, they pay these people to vote. And after that, the people left. So all this thing that Jeff Fiocco, don't let them fool you. And the UP saying get members. You saw them drain the other day, they call all the members out. But they show themselves and they continue to show their rudeness, disrespectful people. They think that they own Liberia. They own Liberia to them, that they own leadership. They entitled to it because they were there. They helped damage the country for years. For years. So they think that they own that country. But they lie. Liberian people done with them. Let me tell you something. The writing is on the wall. Don't be afraid. Don't be moved by nobody. By these people, they are toothless bulldog. Toothless bulldog. Dog, D-O-G. So now we got trying to make it a little serious now, but they are toothless bulldogs. They get woo, 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 woo. They back for nothing. They ain't get nothing behind it. Nothing. Big mouth people. Big mouth. Look, let me say this. We'll continue to explain. We will explain and we'll let the people know. We will talk to our brothers and sisters back home. Yes, we are not like them. We don't have the biggest platform that you would think about, but people listen to us. People getting the message loud and clear. So, all the nonsense they're doing, they will come to an end. Well, I'm trying to look for my app. My app that disappeared. Wait a minute. So, let's go back to the, I'm ready I'm having some good time. I will tell you the real truth. I'm having a good time. They're not scaring me. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Look, guys, please listen to me and listen to me keenly. Pay attention. I want to send this message out. The UP people and you that are listening to me, you got to know things for yourself. This wonderful document they are talking about, I just found out that this document was PDF. Maybe you people know what they call PDF. Eh? You do not edit a PDF document. Man, we'll disgrace these people. Look, I can't wait for Mr. Cummings' lawyer to take the stand. When I say take the stand, right now, they are the one trying to prove the case. The lowest case ever. This case is almost like a parking ticket or somebody, it almost like it's a misdemeanor in a lower court that's supposed to take at least 30 days, it gone 4 months. And in 4 months, the justice minister requesting for evidence. I thought you're supposed to receive the evidence first before you try to indict this man and send him to court. But no, they reverse it. They arrest him, then they're looking for evidence. Because this man, he believes in the law. He don't want to break the law. He knows that Liberia is a nation and they abide by laws. But it's strange to the Liberian people to see Mr. Cummings going to court. It's strange to them. They want us to get in the street and disturb. We want to do it, but then again, if you are an intelligent person, it's hard for you to do something wrong. We want to fight back. We want to get in the street and disturb. But you know what? It's not part of you. It's not part of you. We will not be like them. We will not be like them. UP dead. UP is a dead party. Dead party. Y'all listen. They're dead. Shame, disgrace will kill them. They shame their own plans, their wickedness. UP members cursed Ellen Johnson up. Mr. Boaka said nothing. At the end of the day, what Mr. Boaka did, he kicked Wilmot Pay under the bus. That boy, man, what the boy name? The boy with the bigger talk show, man. What his name, man? Somebody please call his name. And the butt naked boy. I forgot his name. The boy who was on Facebook the other day, butt naked, showing his little stunting up. The guy took his picture. He cursed Mr. Cummings. Nothing. UP members went there again. They cursed Mr. Cummings. Nothing. Is this what they want? Is this what they're looking for? The thing will get in the mud with them? Who laugh last, laugh the best. Let them go ahead. Let the butt naked boy continue to curse Mr. Cummings. Let the non-Muslim, non-Christian, he's an atheist, more at least an atheist, let him curse Mr. Cummings. Let them lie. Let them go ahead and call Mr. Cummings any names, any kind of name they want to. But they have never seen a man. Liberian have never come across a Liberian who want to run for office and want to do the right thing. He's no other person but Alexander Cummings. Yes, Mr. Alexander Cummings to be president. Yes, I stand with Alexander Cummings. But I will go down with Cummings and I will come back up with Cummings. I'd rather lose with Cummings and I will feel so good. I know Liberian people themselves make their own mistakes. But we would not sit and allow corrupt politicians to change the destiny of Liberia. We would not allow corrupt politicians and some corrupt Liberians to allow this nonsense. We would not allow it. We will not allow it. Today's show will be interesting. It will be interesting. Names will be called. And I will say this. Don't, please, if you're a Cummings supporter, keep strong. Because Cummings is the only man that they are afraid of. That is why his name is all in the news today. Cummings is the only man. Cummings is the only politician in our lifetime who telling us what Liberia deserves. Who telling us and encouraging us that Liberia can do better. Only one. He's not asking for chance. He said, give me the opportunity. Let me be your messenger. I don't want pay from you. But I want to be part of the process. I want us to do it together. Because we've been having bad leaders for so long. Our problem in Liberia is leadership. It's not you, the citizen. Because our leaders do not tell us the right thing and they do not lead us on the right path, so everybody doing their own thing. It's almost like the catfish family. You don't know who they had. You don't know who the man and pa anymore. So, the framework document was signed on Zoom. How many times we should tell you guys? But before I go there, let me say something about Spoon TV. I can tell anybody today, if I was in Liberia and I got a radio station that I controlling, when I say controlling, or station that I control and my voice will be on it, I would damage Spoon TV. You know why? They don't research. They got good people, don't get me wrong. When I say I would damage Spoon TV, Spoon Talk will not even survive. They don't research. They lie or lat. They gave Liberians false information. They take SAR if they want to. And listen, I don't give a damn if ANC is on there. And I don't give a damn if the CEO thing that when when we say the truth, and then he will say things against Mr. Cummings. I don't give a damn about it. But what I want, do not give my people false information. Today on Spoon, the CEO admitted that the document Mr. Cummings took to NEC was the fraudulent document. It came from his mouth. Maybe you don't hear. He said, and I quote, that I don't know which of the document he's going to give Mrs. Blair. I don't know that the first one he carried to NEC. So, from today's date, we all know that CEO Stanton Waterspoon is a supporter of UP and the CDC. That's his right to support whoever he wants to support. Whether Mr. Cummings go on his show, Mr. Cummings don't go on his show, we know what they stand on. He can come out and curse the ANC every day. He can campaign against Mr. Cummings in Liberia. Mr. Cummings is in Liberia. There are other radio stations Mr. Cummings can use. We in America, yes, we are the one, we on Facebook. We will not get a lot of people in Liberia watching us because they broadcast on radio station, which I respect that. They got 3 radio stations, which is not even fair. A small country like Liberia, we cannot get one man to monopolize the entire broadcasting system. But he alone got 3, while they got other people still struggling to get a frequency. But we will get ours one day. You know, Freedom Man say, Kaka long sote go cut. No matter how long you go in the bathroom, you can sit down on top of that commode. When you do your number 2, it will stay cut. So no matter what happened, 2023 will come. But I listened to the station today, and he said Mr. Cummings presented, gave a fake or fraudulent document to NEC. How can a network that everybody listen to, and you give false information like that? Why? People in Liberia listen to this station religiously. But you know the good thing, when we call Liberia, everybody in Liberia know that now Spoon. Yes, once in a while, maybe ANC people come on it, but everybody knows that the entire Spoon TV is either UP or CDC. So be it. That's a good thing. Now, they are afraid. They say, oh, Mr. Cummings hire Tony Blair's wife, former Prime Minister of Great Britain. Oh, they say, damn. She not no small potato. Don't let them fool you. It is the right of Mr. Cummings to hire anybody to investigate. We do not have forensic scientists in Liberia to do the job. If you accuse me of stealing, the man who's going to prosecute me, he's doing his own investigation. It is my right to do an investigation, to carry on an investigation. What the court will do, the court will find out if this person who doing this thing is reputable. Whether the person, and she's an international forensic. She worked for government, she worked for people. On Spoon, he said, why Mr. Cummings didn't take the money and put it behind Precious Cooper? No. Why Mr. Cummings should take his own money and put it behind Precious Cooper? Because somebody killed Precious Cooper and the government tried to hide that the government and he, the CEO, supporting. Then you telling us, Mr. Cummings, that's his own money. Anyway, to show to you, Mr. Cummings want to tell you guys that do not play with the thing they call integrity. Do not play with a man's record. This man spent 40 years of his life building up his integrity, his character. People respect him. So it nothing. So if it costs him $10 million to get it right, he will do it. You can take the presidency. You can have your president business, but he will do everything to clean his record. Now, if Mr. Cummings was a crook, he was going to take $500,000 and bribe every one of you guys, and y'all will let him go. But because he's not a crook, and Mr. Cummings is not even asking for you guys to push it behind the back door, all options is on the table. People right now are afraid. Bernard Ure Trimley, he got running stomach right now. Theodore Momo get running stomach. Joseph Boaka, I think the pacemaker will soon give up because they all will do lie detector. But listen, don't let them fool you. It's not against the law. It is your right. You can bring anybody. The only thing that person should be satisfied. The court will allow it. They're not no small person. They all know who is Mrs. Blair. They know that. They know. When you get men like Kev Hassan, who, I don't know who is Kev Hassan, let me tell you the truth, to insult a responsible man, sit on spoon and going live in Liberia and trying to disgrace and insult an innocent man, Cummings. Kev, who is a pathological liar. He lies so much until Joshua says, hey, Kev, you can't say small thing against me, sir. But I bring people, where UP right now, they gone back to base. They've been having meetings, say yesterday. They say, oh, the carpet are black and white. My people, y'all tell me today, black, they're not color. They said, no, the thing are not color, they're black and white. My, I want official and stupid. They say the thing are black and white I want. Black and white are color. Black is a color. White is a color. They want they don't want to talk about. And to show how they embarrass. Even on Spoon, Kev Hassan and the CEO don't want to talk about it. They asked the lady, is that the original copy? They must say yes. They say, oh, but I think I photocopy. They must say no. This is the original framework document that was presented. She said, when you open it, it got a wet stamp or signature. That means they sign the real writing. This is the original. 3 times he asked. He said, okay. They all give up. For the first time, Serena Sifa entered a courthouse coming out. He refused to talk to the journalist. The man who don't believe in God refused to talk to the journalist. The next day, butt naked, put the paper on his page. That one night, where they get his picture all over the place, he get shameful. They get him with the little baby then. Whole day, all over the place. He get shameful. And you know what I'm saying? That the one we've been talking about. That the people we should listen to. They're so embarrassed. They're acting like if you're on high sea and the ship capsized and you're trying to survive and anything that comes your way, you hold it. They say, oh, the document was presented July 10. Then they notarized it July 14. You know what I love about that? They can run with a story. When they run with a story, then they take it back. They shame to talk. We took this document and give it to NEC. We give it to NEC. The receptionist or the clerk or whosoever receive it on Friday. The 10th, sign. Oh, they call and say the document not correct. No notarized page on it. They say, oh, we came back, we took it. We went and notarized it and brought it back on the 14th. It's not illegal. My people, don't let them fool you. Now, they say, oh, no. The time they gave the document back to us, we went and changed it and brought it back. So let me ask you. The man that went for the man that carried the document, that the same man that went for the document. Someone may think the man couldn't change the document before bringing it for the first time. He had to go and take it and carry it. But let me tell you, the document was PDF. Look, we'll use the people, we'll teach them sense. You don't edit PDF. The lawyers did the document and put it in PDF. The only thing they had to do was to pile the document together and do what it's supposed to do. The document was done in Zoom, on Zoom. So the original copy is on Zoom. You know what I'm saying? Look, we'll teach them a lesson. Let Serena see for, I beg you, man, I get vexed. Let Serena see for finish with her 36 witnesses. Because right now, in Serena Seafor's court, he the one looking for evidence. When Serena Seafor finish with her evidence, they will turn it over to Mr. Cummings' lawyer. Then Mr. Cummings' lawyer will bring her evidence. Maybe we will subpoena over 50%. Because Mr. Boakai will take the stand again. Mr. Ure will take the stand. Yombly will take the stand. Mo Ali will take the stand. All the lawyers who did the work will take the stand. Maybe their case will be on till after election. Oh, yes. It will not stop Mr. Cummings. You will not say, oh, Mr. Cummings' lawyer not supposed to talk. No. Mr. Cummings then will bring things to, they will bring the evidence to show that we got a real one to show you you're lying. The Solicitor General is so embarrassed they want to push the case out, but they're afraid because we're not waiting for backdoor. Every one of you will do lie detector test and the one I'm scaring them now. It is, look, you know what I don't like? I swear to God, if I was on radio station in Liberia, plenty radio talk show them will not survive. Spoon TV will not survive in Liberia. I can tell anybody that. Because I know the weak point. He the one, the CEO, the one I call the shot on Spoon Talk. I'm not accusing nobody, but you can see it for yourself. He don't give his friends chance to talk. His friends then. Une Kev Hassan can say rubbish. Une Kev Hassan can say nonsense and broadcast in Liberia. When the other people try to explain, he cut them off like you see what happened today. When Dr. Francais want to talk, he cut her off. When people are talking, he cut her. He and this guy, Kev, communicate with each other. They getting a message from Monrovia, Liberia, and then they send it to them. Then he sent to Kev Hassan, and then Kev Hassan broadcast it. Listen, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know. You can tell what's going on. You can tell. You see, it is the right of everybody to support who they want to support. After the election, my little podcast, I was using it for all kinds of things. I was using it for Liberian thing. I was going this place. But after I declared my podcast to Alex Cummings, I'm not an advocate. I'm not here to advocate for nobody. I will talk about it. I will talk about rape. I will talk about the killings. I will talk about this. But my number one, 80% of it will be on Alexander Cummings and the ANC and the Liberian people. Anything that will better benefit them. But I cannot hold or get a radio station. I have a radio station. I'm a businessman in Liberia. And then I want to take side. No. In fact, if I had a radio station right now in Liberia, I would not be on podcast. I will make sure my journalists will do what they want to do. Directly play your part. Play your part, because even the journalists of Spoon in Liberia, they bias. Good day saw the children with a flyer. He concluded right there that, oh, the ANC, I know that bought an ANC man. Where in the world you can tell me you just look at somebody and you say the ANC supporter? Where in the world? Good day look at the children with the flyer. They interview the boy. The boss said, we are member of CPP. That means they're in one of the party. And Mr. Boakai failed the CPP. They said, no, that's not true. That ANC brought it. But when they were booing Mr. Cummings, Oh, they say nothing about it. They all make fun. They catch up with them and they won't lie. They say that CDC. They're not no CDC. It was done by ALP, the rebel man ALP, and the Unity Party people. They are the one who are insulting Mr. Cummings because they're good at it. But you know, when it's not in your blood, it's not in your blood. We won't retaliate, but hey, we love our country, Liberia. We love Liberia. That's why it's not happening. My people, nobody can edit PDF documents. If I do a document and send it to you in PDF, nobody can touch it. It's not, in fact, just common sense. Common sense. All the code, every legal document is done in PDF. Listen, there's not rocket scientists. Every legal document from one place to another place is done in PDF. So nobody can edit it. When I put it in PDF and I send it to you, that's it. That's it. You can't change it. And when the lawyers did it, it was done in PDF. Nothing was changed. I'm still looking for the tip. Mo Ali was asked a question. I will get to that tip. I will get there. Oh man, I will get to that tip. On OKFM during Yombli Kanga, they asked him the question and said, but Mo Ali, Unity Party trying to leave. He said, no, we cannot leave. Mo Ali recited the position and said, we cannot leave the CPP. I'm searching for that tape, my people. It will take long because, you know, he was not, they had different things. Even the guy, what his name? On OK, yes, I remember. Because someone called. And on Spoon, he said that I took the signature page around to get the signature. And in the text that they tamper with, in the text, they said Mo Ali will be coming around with the signing sheet. You see that? These people are desperate. Fear and desperation are the one that are killing them. That were killing them. Liberians, I don't curse Mr. Boaka. If Mr. Boaka got pacemaker, yes, he got pacemaker. Mr. Boaka, oh, yes, Mr. Boaka, oh. Mr. Boaka can walk around. No, Mr. Boaka can run because according to his action, he's not strong enough anymore. So it's not an insult. It's not. And I want to say this to some of the guys who don't have nothing. Pazawe, you can go ahead and say what you want to say. But you will eat your words at the end of the day. You were the same one crying from Grand Junior County that the people were doing this to you. They tried to jail you. You were crying like a baby. You were all calling Mr. Cummings gay. Oh, listen to me and I will quote it. Unless some of you ain't see it yet. They asked Mr. Cummings about gay. Mr. Cummings said, this is what I am struggling with because I do not understand how two men will marry. They went and took up the two men. They said, Mr. Cummings said, but okay, let's agree. Mr. Cummings said, is this what he's struggling with? So if I say, is this what I'm struggling with? That means I'm gay. But Zawe, his whole structure looked like a woman. Every one of them, their structure looked like woman. And you calling another man gay. Une gay, no gay. Then they say, une ninja can kill ninja. Une a man who is a gay, no another gay. Me, I know gay. They say Rabbi Salif are gay. I can talk about it because people say, but I still don't know. But if you know gay, that means you either slept with a gay or you can eat somebody too. And please, your use of better word about fingering. Say temper with, utter. It sounds good. People who use the word fingering when they were in Liberia or even right here, they love to finger the small children. Stop it. Stop it. It's a little bad. Whole day you talking about finger. That is the same thing Bud Naked were doing. But naked guy won't get a picture all on somebody's daughter, somebody's wife, somebody's mom, grandma on social media. He there playing with the people's daughter with his muff. All on social media. They get lack moral. They get no respect. Eh? The other Muslim men, non-Muslim, non-Christian, who don't believe in God, just going around sleeping with people's children and having babies all over the place. These are the people that want to go to office. These are the people. How can you sue a man and you don't have evidence? So let me tell you, it is the right of Mr. Cummings to hire an investigator. That's his right. Nobody can take it from him. The government of Liberia will not even deny it. Nobody can deny it. Why you think the government go outside? Let me ask you, why the government hire a foreign investigator to come and investigate the $16 billion? Although they gave the real information, but the chinche, they won't go by it. Why the government went outside to bring people to investigate the 16 billion? Your third Stanton Waterspoon, let you see, that's why I say if our own radio station in Liberia, they got there, I will trash them up. I won't lie to nobody. This is not rocket scientist. This is not a rocket scientist. I can tell you today. And don't think it's a war. It's not a war. And don't think because we said that, oh, they got to get 3 radio stations. We're not here to lick nobody ASS. We're not here not because they say you got 3 stations, so we should shut up. Oh, you don't. No. We're not going after him, but I'm just going after the station because they are propaganda station. They giving Liberian false information. The government of Liberia hire a foreign auditing firm, investigators, forensic people to come to Liberia and investigate and check and see if the $16 billion actually got missing. And they gave the reality. They said 41% of the money was arrived on a job with administration. That's the same way. If the government cannot protect you, thank God, Alex Cummings hire the best that only a country can hire a company. It tells you that Mr. Cummings respect his integrity. He respect his name. His name, his integrity is powerful than the job he requesting for. If Mr. Cummings was a criminal, the money that he's going to spend, he will bribe the judge, bribe Serena Cephas, bribe all the UP guys there, and by this time they will be holding Mr. Cummings in the air. But because Mr. Cummings trying to show people that listen, integrity matters. He built his foundation. We all know the problem in Liberia today is what? And governorship. Leadership is our problem. It's almost like you're in a house. If you cannot train your children, just forget it. But they will continue to lie, but we catch up with them. It will catch up with them. I have never been confident in my life in politics. But I will tell you today, the man they playing with, Alexander Cummings, he got no reason of lying. He's not desperate for the job for himself. He's not desperate for the job so his children will get power. He's not desperate so he will get money. He's not desperate that when he's president today, then he will get taller. No. Mr. Cummings is desperate because of bad leadership. Mr. Cummings is desperate because we've been playing government too long. Mr. Cummings is desperate and we've been pretending like we're developing Liberia. Mr. Cummings is desperate because there is no government that can create jobs in Liberia. Mr. Cummings is desperate because of the corruption is stealing in Liberia. That is what depriving us. Mr. Cummings is desperate because there is lack of justice for all, and he's seen it for himself. He's desperate because they are making mockery out of our country. Liberia not a farm. He's not a farm. He's desperate The only people that survive in Liberia that will live longer are the people who got money. They can go to Ivory Coast. How you think Ivory Coast got a good clinic? How you think Ghana? But all our people go to Ghana, go to hospital, come to America. Why our poor people suffer? He desperate because lack of education. Instead of giving free education, they gave free tuition to University of Liberia and still not working. We will not allow it. Liberian people, you got choice. You either keep Joshua. If you think Joshua is good, you can keep him. Or you can find another alternative. Because the Joshua government is done. They are out of option. We see all the appointments and whatsoever. I tell people, I say, listen, I don't care who Joshua appoints. I don't care who President Weah appoints. I will be honest with you. Whether he lied on his resume, whether he did, it's on him. It's on him. Let him feel for himself. And guess what? He can be the most educated man. You can be the PhD whatsoever. You still will work to the will and pleasure of the president. You will still work to the will and pleasure of the president. So if he lied, yes, it is your right to call him out. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes I don't like to dwell into these things. One thing I will tell anybody, some things I'm not qualified for, I will not take it. I can promise you today. Things that I know I can't do, I don't waste my time on it. Me, I'm a technical man. I ain't able to sit down in office too long. I ain't able to sit down in one place. I ain't able to. So I'm not going to lie to you, say, oh, Monique Kisha will go sit down under the air condition. The next thing you see me like this. But put me outside. Yes. So that's the fact. But it is your right to call anybody out. It is your right. The first thing, and I want to say to other people, don't get mad. Don't get mad that other people criticizing nominees. No. The first step, you will be judged in a court of public opinions, whether you like it or not. Whether you educated or you not, they will judge you. You can get PhD, they will still judge you. No matter what happens, people will say you're not qualified for the job. But the person who make the appointment, the president will appoint you and send you to the Senate. The Senate have approved so many unqualified people, and they fail in government today, and it's still working. So our Senate got a serious problem. That is why we're telling you people, you vote for good people. President Weah, we voted for him and gave him the first chance. 2 terms, we gave him the first chance. He was supposed to come back and report to you and tell you that, yes, I did it. But no. You can't get 10 subjects to pass. You pass 3, then you say you passed it yet. No. Fixing a little potting. If you think that the playground that the one that going to put food on your table or send your children to school or that the one will stop the killing in Liberia, then you waste your time. Every day, children dying in Liberia. Nobody accusing the government for killing, but what we're trying to say is the government responsibility to protect the citizen. Because the police are all into the party politics and the political thing they're playing, that is why they're not doing their work. That is why they're not doing their work. The police director still get almost $10,000 a month. The only people who get logistics in Liberia to work, that they put are closer to the president and closer to the police director and closer to vice president. Because they are the only people life important. They are the only people that get blood in their vein. But Liberian citizens are dying every day. Young people who tomorrow could be president, who a woman could be a first lady. Then you say we shouldn't talk. We shouldn't say nothing. Or president telling us we should have a CC camera. Why the president can't put CC camera in the country? Why the president going 5 years? Next year will be 6 years. This president cannot make a major shuffle. Corruption is at the highest. Corruption is legal in Liberia. They built a playground today. They cannot tell you the total amount that government spent on the playground. Today is 2 million. Tomorrow is 3 million. Even if the president go out and beg for money for the program, it's not for him. It's not for him. It's for the country. When he was on his own, he never got it. Eh? Was that playground necessary? How many Liberians going there today? Liberians still looking around the fence. Why they fence it? Why you fence the park first? If you know it's for the people, that I can just drive and stop and walk around and jog. I'm not using the fee to play soccer game. If I want to use the fee, I rent it. If I want to have a cook out, I rent it. If I want to do anything. But I should have the right to walk on that fee and jog around that fee and jog around the entire park. The entire world that George Weah traveled. Is that what he saw there? But for Liberia, it's okay. That is how they fool us, my people. How can you see the good thing here and you carry the least one over there? If George Weah wanted to build a personal park, at the time he was playing professional ball, he could build one like that. For the kind of money he had, he could build one like that. He could build one like that. You don't got to wait when you take over as president, then you use the country money and pretend as if that your own. Then you say they will re-elect George Weah. They were the opposition fighting. Then, another thing again, which is disgraceful. How in the world, on a talk show that got almost 4,000 Liberian watching, according to them, they're broadcasting on 3 radio stations. They will come on the radio station and say that Mr. Cummings and Mr. Ability paid Todra McIntosh to go into Unity Party and challenge Mr. Bwaka. How in the world will you give such an information to Liberians? Todra McIntosh was one NPP, came with Charles Taylor. Todra McIntosh was later UP. He went back again to NPP and became a sedition. Todra McIntosh decided that, okay, I have an ambition. In fact, Todra McIntosh tried so many times to run for president. Now he said, okay, I'm going back to my party. Then you sit on a platform and say, Mr. Cummings pay to, damn it, Mr. Cummings powerful. Mr. Cummings powerful, if that's what you want to say. And 2, how can you be on, that's why I say if I were in Liberia on a show, I would shut that station down. Because it will be a war. When I say a war, they make too much mistakes. The first thing they say, Mr. Cummings hired Mrs. Blair because they want for them to indict Bernard Ure and Bwaka. So why you call Bwaka? You don't need to indict Ure. Ure name already on the list. But why you calling Bwaka name into this thing? Why you say, and 2, let me make you understand. As much as America got their own stupid ways in them, America do not listen to one man. America do not listen to one political leader before they take action. Y'all don't know that? Hey, man. They want them on t-shirt again. Because you're sounding like babies. People who use such a war that you got nothing else to offer the Liberian people. How in the world you will tell us that Mr. Cummings hiring Tony Blair's wife, Mrs. Blair, that means they want to indict, put them on the Magnitsky Act. For what? The same way again, that Mr. Cummings paid $180 million so George Weah government failed the MCC. That Mr. Cummings the one that made it put a big killing in Liberia again. That Mr. Cummings the one that been doing all that. Mr. Cummings shut the light to the airport. That Mr. Cummings the one that beat the journalists. That Mr. Cummings the one that collecting government taxes. That Mr. Cummings the one that received the $30,000 every year. That Mr. Cummings. Everything that Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings this. Mr. Cummings that. Mr. Cummings this. Liberian people, you got your choice. It is clear on the wall. The writing is on the wall. Don't let nobody fool you. If you want good for your country, only Mr. Cummings you will depend on. Trust me. Only Mr. Cummings you will depend on. And you know, don't fool. Let me tell you something. Some of you people will call and say, when Mr. Cummings was in Nigeria, he go to the refugee camp. But I asked the guy, I said, who you supporting? He's supporting Bernard Ure. So I said, do you know who sent a point refugee camp? That Bernard Ure sent a point refugee camp. That because Taylor brought war to Liberia, Ellen Johnson, so we left and went to refugee camp. So why you can't blame Ellen Johnson? Why you can't blame Charles Taylor? Why you blame Ure? But you blaming a poor man who, because he was still hustling, working in Nigeria to Coca-Cola, you say he's going to kind of bring money for you. Bernard Ure ever went in refugee camp to you? Ellen Johnson ever went there? Bwaka ever went there? You met you there before? Even the Joshua, you're still lying. Joshua, he put one word in Liberia. He buy one bag of rice for anybody in Liberia one day. Who are his friends there he want to buy for? All the news about Joshua is so lies. We gave him wicked president. We make him president. Because if we're not going to make Joshua president, nobody will going to sleep. But don't blame yourself. Don't blame yourself, and I will not allow nobody to curse you to say you did wrong. No. Almost my whole family drove for Joshua. I tell my nephew and nieces, I tell them, say, listen, I'm not blaming you all. Because you're the one who on the ground, you saw your belief in him. So I'm not blaming none of y'all. It is your responsibility to make it right. Whether you want supporting or supporting, whether you don't want to support it, I'm not going to force nobody. And I'm not forcing none of my family people to say, don't vote for that. No. If you believe that Joshua is the man, you keep him. But if you know Joshua not the man, you know you're not going backward. You know we're not going backward. We're not going back to the bunch of corrupt people who brought this whole nonsense today. Who for the last 12 years, after Ellie sent them to school, and the only thing they get corruption. UP got some brilliant people. But the whole thing, some of them, they are so corrupt until they deny themselves. They lie on everything in their whole life. Yeah. Some of them just believe in blackmailing now. They ate money. Listen, I want to believe. And if we investigate, maybe I might not be right. But until it is right, if I investigate correctly, I bet you in the June 7th, it was butt naked, non-Muslim Christian, and Darius Dillon ate the money. If we check, they the one collected that money. Then they collected money for the second time again. So they tied together. They can't move. They can't move. The boy who the mean man, the butt naked guy, he the one over there can collect the money. He can negotiate because he's not afraid. Somebody will put my butt naked picture on Facebook. Then I still be on Facebook today. Somebody will take my picture that they are all on Facebook. Then I'm married, I got children. Then I must still be on Facebook. That means I really get drafted for true. I get drafted for true. So, but I will say this. Liberian people, don't let them fool you. You're the only person can change your country. We never see it before in our life. It proves to you that one man can fight and bring other people together. One man can take that sacrifice. One man, he's trying to tell you, do not settle for plan B. He's trying to tell you, say you valuable, you are a peculiar person. You are a good Liberian. Don't be used. I know you will be hungry when they bring the money, you eat it. Your future, you're with the old people there in Liberia, you're lead the children alone, I beg you. Don't damage your children's future. Please. Please. How can you get a government? Ellen Johnson, yes, she did. She educated some young children. But look at the Zogos in the street. There are plans for them. Do you think they will go to school and go learn math, science, and this? No. We need technical school. You think they will just go to school after nothing to eat? No. You must support them, give them something to go to school. When they come out, they tend to be a good citizen. We got the money. We 4 million, 5 million, 6 million people, we got the money. Liberia is a rich place. Liberia is a rich place. Small little country. We got everything that you can think about that a nation will want from us. Why it should be under officials? Why it should be the man that you elect should be the one to enjoy? Ask yourself the question. I voted for George Weah 4 years ago. You have a job? No. You save in the country? No. Ask yourself the question. Why should you rejoice for somebody who eats every day and you don't eat? You think because they put a market building down, that means you get money to win the market? No. That's their responsibility. They promise you to do it. That they're responsible, but they take it like to be a social club. A social club. They're not serious. They think Monrovia is Liberia. While Mr. Cummings going around in different communities, they stay causing you. So what y'all want? What y'all really want? This man, the man said, I want you to respect your name. I respect my name. Imagine Mr. Cummings got money and they're treating him like this. Imagine yourself that don't get nothing. You know how many Liberians they lie on in our country can't move nowhere? Imagine Mr. Cummings who got everything. The way they lie on him. Ask about yourself. Poor man, you got money to go bring forensic expert from abroad? No. There are a lot of people in jail in Liberia who did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. And it is a right of Mr. Cummings to prove them wrong. And I'm not telling you that under his administration, fairness will be the order of the day. Every Liberian will have a fair trial. Fairness. This man never missed a court. All the will say, don't go, Mr. Cummings. He still go. I said, no. I've seen it for myself. If I will go to jail, let me go to jail. But I don't want the case behind closed door. Because when they finish, you know they say, the race is not to the swift, but the one who endures to the end. The men alive last laugh best. So right now they laughing, kick. Somebody get cramp on the mouth. They go in hiding for 3 days now. They sent on a surrogate out to test the water. Oh, we condemn the thing. It's so disgraceful. The CDC people, they causing Mr. Cummings. That's a lie. That UP and ALP. Some of us told our people say, listen, guys, y'all slow down on UP. No, we can't slow down on UP anymore. I take it back. I called and said, listen, guys, we don't slow down on UP. No. You slap the cheek, I tell you, I will not continue. I must fight back to be a man. We will not accept it anymore. We will not accept it anymore. We will not allow you guys to think that you own Liberia. No, you own Liberia. You own Liberia. So, and it went to Supreme Court there and CPP. Y'all relax. The law is the law. They asked them the same question. Oh, in our document there, y'all get anything there to hold y'all responsible. And it there, but see that let's see. Let me tell you the truth. It there, but once you say you won't leave, you can leave. Oh, for true? Okay. They gave them 1 hour to make their case. They gave CPP 45 minutes. They gave NEC 35 minutes to make their case. That's an easy case. If the Chief Justice and his people come out and say that when you sign contract, you can go. Let's see it. Let's see it. They never said that it is your right to associate and disassociate. They said it is your right to associate and refuse to associate. That means I can associate. Also, I can refuse to associate. I mean, I don't need to get inside. I can be as Anthony you. But they say when you associate, once you decide to associate, that the 17 gave you the authority to associate. So when you associate, you abide by everything in our party. You're supposed to pay dues. You're supposed to do this. The only thing, all the political parties, they will not hold you to the party. But two parties, let me ask you something, my people. Oh yeah, wisdom, sweeto. When you study, when you read, and you try to, when you know the history, when you into this thing here, if you say you want to be a politician, you must learn it, you must read, you must ask people who are there before you, ask the older people. 1952, when President Todmor got ready for the Constitution to change it, all the other parties were trying to come together. They couldn't hold it. President Todmor changed the Constitution and make himself lifetime president until he died. One party. 1985, the opposition were trying to see if they could put themselves together to go against Doe. It failed. 1997, they tried again. They went to Hotel Africa. It failed. The crewmen say, all failing. 1985, all failing. Almost 1997, all failing. 2016, they went to Banga, Nimba. They try again. By the time they left from Joey, I said, listen, all that nonsense you're talking and running. The how UP, NPP, and LPDP, John behind George, we are. It failed. So this time around, who in the right mind will sign a contract and say, okay, would you want to sign into John? What's there for us? What's there for us? We want to sign into John? No. We sign in it here because you show what you be inside. They look at Mr. Cummings. They look at that dude, that guy. They look at the man face for long. They say, that guy will run away. That guy will run away. That true? That true, my brother? No. No. The man say, okay. Now, guess what? The new one are coming again. They, oh, yeah. You know, the document was built on consensus. They got 4 parties. The 4 parties must agree to break it, must agree to withdraw or to alter. The 4 parties must agree. So, if Liberty Party come out today and say we're going, UP say we're going, ALP say we're going, and ANC say I'm not going nowhere, ain't break up. Ain't break up. It almost like NEC register you already, but you say you're not participating. Like when Jimama Wolo called it there, went and register their name to vote, to run, all the way they got out of the race, their name was still on the ballot. So that the same way UP logo and ALP, ANC, their logo will remain there until after 2023. So if Mr. Cummings say, well, I'm not breaking it up, that means ANC will still keep the CPP name. And let me clear this one here. Maybe my friend will be listening to me, McDonald. Mr. Cummings said, by default, I am the standard bearer of ALP and CPP. ALP and Liberty Party already endorsed Mr. Cummings. The other opponent ran away. He dropped everything and gave it. The other guy ran away with that man. So who else there again? If you myself running for something and you left the place, or let's say Mr. Cummings, let me put it this way, now Mr. Cummings left CPP and Mr. Bwaga there. That Mr. Bwaga. Today, Mr. Cummings is the chairman. Because if ALP was there, ALP are going to take the chairmanship. Because ALP was the first. You see? So don't let them fool you. They ain't get nothing in their hand. They get nothing. They get no option. They failed, did not try everything. I know what one they're going to try again. They say the document are black and white. Black that color, white that color. They say the thing's supposed to be color. That's what they say. But black that color. They say that logo's supposed to be black and white or color. I don't know what they're talking about. But do you know what make a document valid? So they're trying to tell us if it's a color, that means the document is correct. No. No. You see that thing behind me here? This. You see this? What is it? This logo. You see my stamp on there? If I take that stamp and put it on a black and white paper and use or ink or pen and sign and take it to our office and receive it, it's valid. Once you get a wet ink or stamp or iron stamp, you know they call iron stamp, the one that go through the paper, I take it there, it's valid. What I can take the paper set like this, I photocopy it, I write on it, I take it to the office, and I give it to them. I sign, I give it to them, I get copy. It's valid. NEC got the paper, NEC accepted it. NEC responsibility is to tell me if it's good or not. NEC accepted it. You know what I'm saying? Again, for your own information, the document is PDF. Nobody carried different document. No alteration was done. After the lawyers did it, they give it to them. Their responsibility is to take it, print it out, and put it together, put the sheet together, stamp it, and close it up and send it. No lawyer will ever send you document by email and you able and give you the option to edit. You will never edit. That is why they will tell you, do not send letter to someone if the letter is important. I'm not a lawyer. If somebody a lawyer, please let me know. If I got a very important thing I'm sending to you, like a letter, if I email it to you, I put it on my Microsoft Word and type it up nicely, I can't just send it to you. I put it into PDF, then I send it because I don't want you to do anything with it. That's it. Simple. Because you could see, I said, do not enter the warehouse. I send it to you. Then you go and edit it and say, enter the warehouse. When I send it to you, I put it in PDF. It won't change. The framework is in PDF. You know how we're saying it now for because we're catching them. We ain't ready for them yet. We will teach them lesson. The people that own Spoon, they say the investigator, they know shit. Because Spoon receive more officials on that platform that explain about the framework, and yet still they asking the same old question. I know they will say, Timothy will come and say, my man, you attacking Spoon? Listen to me. It reached to the place I don't give a damn if I attack Spoon. Because you think that nobody in Liberia will listen to us, you're lying. You're lying. You're making a big mistake. Consistency. We will be on radio one day. We're there already, but we're not there the way you're there. So if you think that because you got 3 radio stations in Liberia and you will just get on that radio and just spread lies to the people, you got trouble coming for you. I lie to you. I will tell the real truth. You got a serious trouble coming. Spoon will not remain the same. People already disappointed. You have an integrity issue. You continue to give the Liberian people false information. In Liberia, yes, because they got nothing to do, they would listen to you. Because they got nothing to do, Spoon is the last political channel that's on during the evening up to 12 o'clock. No other radio station talking politics. Only Spoon. Only Spoon going through politics. That's all. Now, and who spoon? Look, I don't know why Poker Real. Who spoon bring on TV? Spoon bring the people they want to bring. Spoon bring the big boys to show that they're chilling with the big boys. But you see us, we chill with the small boys. We chill with the small people. We do not allow anything to disturb us. Some of us say we're doing it for the people of Liberia. I don't have gold, I don't have diamond, I don't have money to give nobody. But I love my country, Liberia. You can tell me what you want to tell me. If you think I'm not a Liberian, then you can take it wherever you want to take it. But I know I love Liberia. I'm not saying you don't love Liberia, but we will not sit there and allow people. And our Christian will not support Mr. Cummings, and I know Mr. Cummings is not correct in supporting. If I can leave George Weah, I supported George Weah 205. When I realized that George Weah would not make a good president when he was a senator, you can go up and come down, and the people who surround George Weah today can tell me, say, Muna, I respect you. I stand by it. Yes, they are George Weah supporter, but I stand by it. I stand my ground today. So if I can look at a friend, when it comes to Liberia, there is no friend. There is no friend. My brother from Ma and Pa, we're not in the same party. He's a member of the coalition. But I love my brother. We talk that my brother can do anything. I love my brother. But when it comes to Liberia, I would not disgrace, I will not damage Liberians, or because I want for my family to excel. I will not do it. I will not do it. I will not do it. I know my brother. One of the nice men you will find. People accuse, oh, my brother this, my brother Charles Taylor, man, my brother this. I told him in La Brazil, if Charles Taylor used Mark Kishan to go buy a gun that means Charles Taylor stupid. Because I ordered the Mark Kishan a baby. Mark Kishan became a communication man. Mark Kishan was not the fighter or whatsoever. They met him in Monrovia, like any other person. Why TRC did not invite him? Why he never went to the TRC? He was in Monrovia. He never worked in government. He worked with other companies. And but sometimes like Brempo gave false, and now I say, I want a war crime code. If you get information about Mark Kishan, if you think Mark Kishan commit atrocity, bring a damn name or let him go face the court. That's why I want the war crime code. Let them prosecute people. And for the record, for some of y'all too, two weeks ago, I met a group of people. A lot of people believe that I was part of the war. They say I fought the war. In fact, no, they say I was Charles Taylor. I fought the war and this and that. I waited, they talk. Then I explained. The other guy came to me, he shook my hand, he said, Muni, I'm sorry. I won't fair Greenland. In fact, the conversation was so sweet until I left from there, I think 5 o'clock in the morning. He said, Muni, I was one of those who accused you. I said, what? I said, I was one of those who accused you that because of your brother, you work in government. I said, wow. Until when I started calling names, Charles Taylor met me in government. Charles Taylor came to Monrovia. I was in government. You know, Liberian people? But I couldn't have joined NPFL. No. Maybe I couldn't have. I went Godric. We all went to Godric when I went Sierra Leone. And imagine I went to Sierra Leone, they arrested us in Sierra Leone because they still super war they carried there too because we're Liberian. But God could have it. When I got out, I went back to Liberia. Then I went back to Ghana. I was on Buck Challenge. I took my daughter. I came back again. Then before I came to America. And I was still working with labor ministry. So Liberia, sometimes we give false information. I love my country. And I say you love Liberia, but I love my country. I want Liberia to get a leader that will not look at me because I support you. But I will not be afraid of my leader. I will not be afraid to tell my boss the truth under no condition. And one thing, nobody can take what belongs to me. I could support Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings become president tomorrow. And don't call me. You think I will get vexed? No. But guess what I'll be happy for? Because I'm happy that when I go to Liberia, the judicial system will be correct. I know that the police, the security will be okay. Because if it don't happen, we will speak. But I know, I believe it. Because I have never seen a consistent politician or man who been saying a thing from President Weah, what all he campaign on, he changed. Everybody in the CDC called for war crime code. President Weah went to the United Nations and talked about, he came back to Liberia, he said he never said it. President Weah campaigned on corruption. He came back, his government is more corrupt than the first one. President Weah gave all the promises. No. None of them can talk about corruption today. Mr. Cummings talked about corruption 2017. He stayed, in fact, he upgraded it to stealing. Mr. Cummings spoke about the war crime code. He upgraded it again. Mr. Cummings talked about education whatsoever. He have upgraded everything. Either he stayed or he upgraded. Mr. Cummings talked about the budget. In fact, he talked about the budget, but then he spoke about it again, upgraded it. And the present government was there cussing. Today, they're going to 785. And still, they can't make it. They stay begging. They're fooling us. They're rushing with development, rushing with roads. Then in the CPP, in the opposition, where we're supposed to come together, instead of you remain in there and fight, the teeth and tongue can fight, but they live in the mouth. Mr. Cummings never blamed nobody, but all three of them blame Mr. Cummings because the three corrupt, the three crook, the most crook, the three criminals had a motive. They tried, thank God, God can sleep. When God ready to disturb you, you never know that you're stupid until you get to the end. If these people are going to put that document together where they say majority carry it, that means if three say yes, you can't say no. Yeah. Oh, God, you, Papi. Wow. This guy, my man, God bless you. God really, really bless you. Your man pray for you. I'm telling you, your man pray. Wow. I sitting down, imagine. And do you know that consensus? It was not done by the lawyers. That the CPP said, put it that they say, this document is based on consensus. Just had to get a United Nations. If one member of the Security Council say no, it finished. That's why you see Pakistan cannot be press country. Because every time they try to vote, America say no. Taiwan cannot be a country. Every time they want vote to get Taiwan, to make Taiwan a nation, China say no, it can't happen. Comments? Wow. I mean, give me a point. Let's get it. Thank you. I mean, God bless you. Because if that thing was going to happen, long time over. Long time. Yombly were going to call for the consensus building first. Then when they go in the room, you say yeah, Boaka say yeah, Yombly say yeah, Mr. Cummings, you over. But they themselves put it there. Then they came back again and said, we trust them, Mr. Cummings, man. Because if they may win, he will leave. So what they did, boom, Article 8.5.1. Yeah. Their own trap, they catch them. So the thing are true, they say when you're crossing the bridge, don't just break the bridge down, thinking that nobody will go back again. Maybe that you don't want to be going back. So all the thing here they did, I enjoy my new microphone. All the thing that they did, yeah. Oh God, at the same way God blind is Pharaoh. God confused Pharaoh so much. Let them go. No, they will not go. Let them go. They will not go. Let them go. I said last year, the interview, I'm looking for the tape. I will find it, my people. You might not worry. Mo Ali, the guy asked Mo Ali on okay, but you guys trying to leave. He said, no, we can't leave the CPP. We will fix everything. And in fact, that's why I blame the radio stations. The radio stations are not doing justice to Liberians. They got all the information. Everything they have it. Everything. But they will not show it. They will not come out to even. Anyway, you won't see that tape. Go on YouTube. They don't edit anyway. They don't edit. All the stuff is raw. If somebody sneaking the back, it stay there. It's on YouTube. So when we find it, we got to take our time and cut it off and take the one that you want to take off. But God can sleep, my people, let me tell you. But don't let nobody, it's the right of Mr. Cummings. Anybody can do it. Every Liberian in a criminal case, two things, or criminal lawyer, sometimes will tell you, say, I want to hire a private investigator. But the same way the government of Liberia went outside and brought in an expert, that's why Mr. Cummings doing the same thing. And all of them now they take going between the body, they oh Jesus Christ. You will take lie detector tests. You will take lie detector tests. Everything on the table. Everything on the table, including butt naked and all on the table. Everything on the table. The judge will not refuse her because she's reputable. The judge will not refuse her. Only Spoon Talk will refuse her. Spoon Talk say the woman is not credible. You see that? Spoon Talk say the woman not credible. Look, Spoon Talk need to do better. You know, because Mo Ali, maybe Musa Belete, or the people in government, they will take the document and send it to them. Instead of them doing a real research to check on things, know the Constitution, they don't even know the Constitution. They don't even come out to teach our. Do you know what they say, member of the Fourth Estate? You get a journalist in Liberia publicly saying that man over there, that UP man, that ANC man, that LP man, Mr. Cummings, ANC, whatsoever, Liberians went there with placard. There is nothing on the man's face that tell you he's a UP or this and that. The people say they interview the man, but say we are member of CPP. They ain't for you. The next day they went over there, they start cursing Mr. Cummings. Spoon said nothing. Today, Spoon said Mr. Cummings gave the fraudulent document to NEC. You listen to me. He said, I don't know which of the document he won't give the woman. Because the one he gave to NEC, the fraudulent document. So right there, Stanton Waterspoon have already agreed publicly, not even alleged, but he said the fraudulent document to NEC publicly on his network today. He accused Mr. Cummings. He said the document Mr. Cummings gave to NEC was fraud. And Let me tell you, you can't take it down, yeah, because I already downloaded it already. You can't take it down. Let me make you to understand. And I will play it. I will edit it, and I will play it. Listen to me. You might not get verse with me today. I'm not playing it right now. When I go into bed, I'm going to cut it, and I will play it. It will go for 20 minutes. So you hear talking, the fraudulent document get to neck. The fraudulent document get to neck. His picture will be on here. You hear his own voice. So don't try to take it down because I already finished downloading it. So don't worry. He said it today, and I'm not going to hide it from nobody. That, look, my people, when you're sitting down, my question I asked you guys one time, do you wash your shoe? Y'all know the show I'm doing right now? I will wash it tomorrow. Like sometimes if I go into work, I put it on and listen. Sometimes I make mistake. I say, oh shit, I talk to somebody. And, you know, I will do it different way. I asked them, do you wash your shoe after you finish? I say, guys, you wash your shoe. You will see some of the mistakes you make. Then it will help you. If you don't wash it, it will not help you. Seriously. He said it today. The woman is not credible. So which are the document Mr. Cummings is going to give the woman? The fraudulent document that he carried to neck? You get a network and you just accuse a man? Then tell us publicly, who are you supporting? You're not neutral anymore. You just found a man guilty. If you're going to say, you won't tell me the alleged fraud document, that's the one he's going to give to the woman? Which one you think he's supposed to give? Which one he's supposed to give? They will come in the country. You don't got to give it to her. Once they come in the country, they are international people. They can go to any country. And in fact, they are lawyers of, I think one of the companies like Bureau. The companies that also to take the Port of Buchanan. They will come in the country, get all the necessary papers, and they will grant them, and they will investigate. The same way the people came to Liberia and investigated the 16 billion. So when they brought them, you see, my man, y'all got to be careful what you say. Y'all got to be careful, man. Anyway, let's take a quick break. I want you to listen to a leader who knows what is right. A leader who dare to encourage the people, not to discourage the people. The leader that I believe in, that will bring Liberians together. You can be a Seditian or UPS or whatsoever. You from anywhere. You can be a Mandingo, Basso, Crew, Pele, Griot. Everywhere you are a Liberian, you will come under one umbrella. And we will make one man to be that messenger. And that man is Ellis Cummings. So open your ears, listen to him, and listen and hear what you will say. You can hear your leader speaking. No. When the last time you heard Broca talking? When the last time you heard any one of them giving you a speech like this? My people, you're listening to him. Thank you, brother. You're listening to Ellis Cummings. Oh, I hit it the wrong one. I'm sorry. Yeah, man.
My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bummy and Kipmount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
So, guys, that is Alexander Cummings. That is Cummings. That the only man who get plain and say, I won't run. All the other people say, you vote for me first. And guess what? The last election, the two front runners never had plan. George Weah had nothing. Mr. Barker said that. But Mr. Barker ran on roads. I say your Steve now. R-O-A-D. Roads. We say, okay, maybe he will use the UP plan because the only plan UP had a corrupt plan too. So by the time George Weah took over, George Weah started to use the road thing. But this time now, the paper get ARTS. Agriculture, roads, tourism, sanitation. A whole country under that new Boaka plan. No education, the whole country. Under the Boaka plan, there is nothing there for infrastructure, but he said we'll do road. And when he say infrastructure, man, it's too much. We're talking about it's something good. Under the Boaka plan, say him put infrastructure, there's nothing there about education, about electricity. There's nothing there about good drinking water. There's nothing there about creating jobs. All the men know, he said the country dead at sanitation, but nothing about health. But under the Cummings plan, we got infrastructure, job creation, agriculture, education, health. Some people ask, they say, but why you get education? Don't let nobody fool you. Education on an agenda. Where if you're in a country where everything is okay, then you can prioritize certain things. But like Liberia, where you don't have an electricity, how will you just jump up and say you will build hospitals? You will want to bring this other machine where you can't even maintain, you don't have a light. So every country, make sure they got light, electricity. If you got a good electricity or stable electricity, you got a good drinking water, you will cut down typhoid and whatsoever. If you get good internet in the country, so under infrastructure, you got roads, you got electricity, you got good drinking water, internet, and cell phone connectivity. Even security is under infrastructure because it's all that. If you have a good electricity, you people will outsource job because you got good internet. That's what the people are looking for. If you get a good electricity and you got an internet, the hospital will work properly. The police will work correctly. The agriculture, everything. Look, I said the thing just intertwined. You know what I'm saying? In this 21st century, we're talking about STEM school. People still talking about taking 13 subjects, 15 subjects. You divide the science student, art student. Liberia, we can make it. We can make it. For some of y'all who believe that Cummings is nothing, if Cummings president, he will still be president for you, so don't worry. You know, one thing, the Cummings administration, the information will flow. Because Cummings aware, this guy's seeing a lot of things for himself. Yeah. Okay, guys, I got some work to do. I got some tips to edit and to cut some nonsense off and start to play some things. So let me go to the comments. I'm not going to. I just going to go through it a little bit and then that's it. So maybe I will answer some of the questions on the comments, but some of them that make no sense, I will not answer it. I will just pass by it. So please don't feel. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Thanks. How are you, Lisbeth? Thank you, man. Yep. Yumantu. Yumantu Kanga. Look, I may just add on you, Doris Sport. So Kev is a nuisance. Kev is nothing. Kev, that's the only Kev. Kev there to represent CDC, but he don't even know nothing about CDC. Kev don't even know anything about the Liberian Constitution. He don't even know the history of Liberia. He left from Liberia a long time. He succumbed to people that he feel maybe But look, I don't want to. So cussing Mr. Cummings, let him go ahead and insult Mr. Cummings. Let him go ahead. We already know who is Kev. There is nothing we can get. Other people might take it to be fun, but I will not take it to be fun. I'm serious about it. People can laugh and say, "Oh man, we all friends." Yeah, we're friends. But tomorrow, and I can hope people tomorrow you bring it near me and tell you, say, listen, that nonsense not going to work with me. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm not trust you. Because even your decision making, do you know how people come to us? People know that we are very consistent. In the Liberian community, people come to me and ask me for my favor, my help. Because I'm consistent. I don't do things because for my interest. No. My interest don't have to be there. No, I don't put my interest first. Patrick, what's up, my brother? My man, I see you long time. You in your little small corner, eh? Eh, that's it. Even President Weah told the man in Liberia, he said, no, Kev is not a sedition, he's a Weahwint. And he said, Kev, man, sometimes you overdo it. You won't tell me I am doing nothing wrong, small. If I now then I now. That's just what I told Kev. Yeah. The man say your CDC, you go to CDC health and say, shut me down. And Jimmy, these guys, and then they want to lie. They put in up posts now. Every one of them say, oh, that sedition was causing a lie. They were the one who doing it. But I will tell you today, Mr. Cummings got a wife. His wife support him. This man sat with his family and told them, and they gave him their blessing. Spoken said, why Mr. Cummings trend? Why they can't be? No, no, no. Mr. Cummings trend don't need to get into the politics here. The man, look, yeah. And you see a wife behind him. You think Mr. Cummings' wife won't work? The poor retire. The woman passion is health and education. The woman retire too. She retire. If they don't win, they will stay in Liberia. They will chill with the big boss. Government will come to them. The next president will hold him. But guess what? He will still do what he want to do. Nothing going to change. He will still help few people through his foundation. But Liberian, let us stop saying this thing about people mean the person. Look, if you work for your money, your money. Your money, that's your money. It's not for nobody. We need to change the way we do things. Please. Listen, man, trust me, Jimmy Dan, we're trying, but when something not part of you, it's not part of you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We stand together. Yep. Libra will change. I believe, look, if you follow the history of Liberians, when you look at an 85 election, then come to the Chancellor election, and then the last two elections and the third one, you will understand that Liberians are not the same anymore. They are not the same. James Fire, he said, way you cannot see. Anyway, I know what you're talking. You just knowing that, General. Oh, you see, there's the thing here, Jimmy. You right. I will tell you, relaying from here in Liberia is difficult. One, the internet there, whether you give it to them or not. But then again, you only have that little short time, that little 1 hour, and somebody got to, that person got to be there consistently, ain't no waiting. And now, if you get on another show, they want to talk. But I'm telling you, look, this is the thing here. That's why I don't want to waste my time. I know there will be a time I will open my network in Liberia. Going to Liberia to open a station is not the right time for me because I know I will not get it. Other people been looking for frequency. They get, I don't want to go and get it. I beg you, it will not get. But under the comms administration, I will open mine. I got equipments. I got things. One day when you get your transmitter and whatsoever you put together, we will open it. And at that time, if I open my network, it's to promote Liberians. I will be in the comedy business, the video production, and whatsoever. But I will not be there now as supporting Mr. Cummings because I can tell people, under the Cummings administration, we will not have all this too much talking because one, Mr. Cummings will not run for the press. Mr. Cummings will brief the press all the time. I'm telling you, I will be honest with you on that one. So all the people who yelling, it will be embarrassing because you can't be cursing a government that giving you the information and going after people. So you will have to start to find new things to do if you want to stay in the business. If you want to stay in the business. And look, there are a lot of things. Do you think that Liberian government need radio station for themselves? No, they don't. But because of the size of the country, we're in a poor country, so that is why. But when citizens can afford radio stations where they say, okay, listen, you just pay your fair share, you go by the rules, and you want to open a radio station, it's fine. And you can make your money the way you want to make it, advertisement and all kinds of things. That's it. To be frank, LBS, you think government really need it? No. You think government really need Ministry of Information? You think so? Then you get Lena, Liberian News Agency. I don't know what that means. People who do that, I mean, the government want to control the news. You you regulate, but at the same time, you won't get a radio station. Then look here today, you get what they put in this City Hall. City Hall get radio station. CDC get radio station. But other people can get radio station. Tell me. Then they Kevin, oh, John, we are signing Abdullah A. Kamara and I. CDC got a radio station. They got frequency. You City Hall. But you got Patrick Honorable looking for security got nothing. Other people that want it, they can get it. And they can. So that's the thing. Broadcasting from here, there, all the it make nothing. But if I have something, I will make sure I will come on the same time. I will come on the same time in Liberia and I will broadcast until in the night, until in the morning and all. Maybe mine will be in the morning. It will be from, instead of going, it will be 24/7. Yeah, you know what I mean now. Don't mind the people, they don't know. It is your right. If anybody look, if anybody accuse you, it is your right to find an investigator. It ain't got to come from Liberia. When the government was looking for people to check the $16 billion, and they brought people from outside. Sometimes the people who expect to know better, they don't know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, Kev, they didn't know nothing, man. What's up, Agnes? So you don't forget on Sunday we're having a nice one. Who is Cummings? Don't forget. Know about Cummings. Know, try to study about him, where he was born, the name of his mother and father, the elementary school he went to, the high school, his first job in Liberia. Yeah, you're right, bro. They will do more. They will do blood detector tests. Leader. Hey, leader people, they ain't see nothing yet. Okay, Safoko. Safoko, I know you from what a place named Sef. Lofa County, I agree with you. But I will have to block you from my page. I just said it. I want to teach people sense. You live all the way in Australia. You're not voting. You won't get nothing there to read it. I can't take nothing from out of you. But I think for being very rude, I said it yet, use a better word, alter, temper. But one, you said Mr. Cummings used his middle finger and then you show the finger, but I'm the one reading and you show the finger like this. So I will block you from my page, not to unfriend you, but I will, in fact, let me see. And I see you just, I think you requested for friendship, but I will block you from my page. You know what I'm saying? This will be the last time you actually see me. You live all the way in Australia. If you're in Labra, I will consider you, but I can't get nothing from out of you. You don't have to come and, please, guys, alter. It sounds, to be frank, when you say finger, it sounds stupid and it make no sense. Mr. Cummings alter it, Mr. Cummings tamper with the document. I will understand. And then sometimes allege, but you want to say you say, but you said it and then you used the finger again. I do that disrespect to me because I'm not Cummings you're talking to. I'm the one you're talking to. So you can stay in your Australia and go watch the Gilman show, yeah? Kim, long time, man. Rosalind Dix. Yep. So Cummings called the LEC boss again to turn the light off. They said that Mr. Cummings the one that shut the light to the airport again. The people kill over everything that Cummings. They say that because of Cummings, Joe Biden, no, Donald Trump refused to see President Weah. Then Joe Biden again said, I can't see the man. I will not bring the man to the warehouse because of Cummings. Amen. ABC, God bless you. People, I swear to God. Okay, let me explain to Joshua. He said, why now, when NEC has already provided a framework document with conflicting date? Now, I want Josh, I want you to listen to me keenly. It's not a conflicting date. How you presented a document July 10. They call you back. They say, listen, there's no sheet, no signing sheet, no notarized sheet. So you have to take the document back. They went and notarized it and they brought it back. The other day, George Weah submitted a bill or consensus, concession, something he submitted to the House. They approve it and they send it to him and they forget one of the people. When George Weah saw it, but it was just stupid, he vetoed it. But they were one of the sheet when they were piling together, left it behind. It is not illegal. When you file a document and the document is not filed properly, they will tell you to come back. But it was still in a time frame. So only NEC was supposed to tell you that, oh no, you late. And two, every legal document is PDF. I'm only trying to tell you guys now because sometimes look, y'all will be made shame later on. I want you to be smart for yourself. It's not a conflicting date. It's not what they call conflicting. If that conflicting date, NEC got nothing. NEC is the only people in the only ad hoc committee that has the authority to accept your registration and go through the paperwork and say, okay, you are hereby certificated, and which NEC did. There was nothing. That was the same document that Ben Carey, the first thing to show that they don't know, the first news they came out, they said, oh, Mr. Cummings signed. Yes, Mr. Cummings never signed because Mr. Cummings was the chairman. And once you are the chairman for CPP, you are the political leader for CPP. So your party, the chairman of your party and your secretary general will do everything. So that is why Nathan signed. And even for Darius Dillon and Yombly then to get on the ticket, it was signed by Daniel Nathan. This thing, they're not rocket scientists. Nobody went anywhere going open our head and put it in there. So I want, you see, that is how the people can, we will fail all the time and things will go against us. Because we listen to people instead of us doing our due diligence and check our own thing. No. But NEC already gave a conflicting date. It's not a conflicting date. The date they receive it, and we have to do it. So if the clerk, so do you think it's against the law? No. No court can stop it. It is not against the law. And two, some people say, oh, the time they went back for it, they changed it. No. The same men that carried it brought it back. If they want to change it, but please, I don't want us to be like Spoon. Spoon don't know that it's a PDF, the document was a PDF document. It cannot be altered easily. Did I know? Yeah, the guy that's sort of God. Josh, it's up to you to take it or not to take it, yeah, my brother. I just trying to help. Yeah, I just trying to help. Like, I'm telling you, look at a woman or lady explaining to you why you go in court. You say, oh, the finger, what you mean my finger? Who finger document? Author and temper wave, you say good. I got problem how you want to say it. But some of them, they are telling, don't use it. Forget it. Man. Look, Prince, if you said nothing, you said it right. There's no document, correct document for JB. In fact, y'all go look at the president biographic. Y'all go on Google and Google it. They will get you 4 different type with different information. Uh, oh, let me see my ABC song here. In Liberia today, that comes we want to. In Liberia today, that comes we want to. Come on, 2023, comes we win the election to go to executive mansion to be our president. A commissa that man who we want for our president. A commisso, commise that man who we want to for our president. Infrastructure, that commise that man who we want to for our president. Job creation, that commise that man who we want to for our president. Agriculture, that come in say that man where we want to for our president. Infrastructure, education, that come in say that man where we want to for our president. Strike the Creole. Alexander Cummings, the people's choice. The man of the people, watching from all the way Canada. My Facebook user. Yes. Oh man, look, I won't put you on my lap, but and Jesse, I won't pick you up, Jesse. With all the things that Job went through, he never lose his integrity. With all the things, Commissaire will spend $5 million, $10 million to prove Liberian people wrong. And you say, why you take the money and give it to princess? You think because you spend money and give it to princess, so Mr. Cummings will do it? The government had a responsibility if the princess family, we need to stop these things. You can't tell me how to use my money. You cannot tell Mr. Cummings what to do. Mr. Cummings, why you just say that? Say, okay, since you know how many Liberians have died, and that's the government responsibility to pay for forensic, to make sure that everything is right. Liberians, the babysitting is over, man. The babysitting is over. Please, do you want to eat your $5 or do you want a good leader? Please. That's the fact. If you respect, but trust me, if you think you allow anybody to just damage you like that, and you see, no, then you're ready. Then you're ready. Then you're ready. Oh. It will be the back of Mafia story. No, it can't be the back of Mafia story. Back of Mafia then was different that time. There's a guy who I saw his picture on Facebook, but the man was butt naked. What his name, man? Y'all know the guy's name. He got a bigger talk show. He can be on Facebook whole day. He can be cussing Mr. Cummings. But that guy was laying down. Man, I know how he managed. Whether he was drunk, And the girl went in the bathroom to take shower. When she came by, your man was raga waga. And Johnny Boy was sleeping too. Raga waga. So what you expect? You know that song? You don't see woman, you go take her trouser. Take her trouser. You go take her trouser. Somebody say boy naked in la bureau. Uh, you see that? He said, ask God to give you divine wisdom. It is complete stupidity for you to criticize President George Weah for the beautiful park he building personally. Yeah, building presently. The one he building presently or the one he already built. You call it park, a playground. Additionally, your English is wrong. Try to go back to school and learn what? And learn better. Educated fool. Okay, John, I clap for you, my brother. Since my English is wrong, at least you understood exactly what I said. You understood what I said. That President Weah building a park is nothing. President Weah building a park or playground for himself, it still will not change the lives of the people. Since you been to school, I have not been to school before. My English is wrong. You on my page now you call me educated fool, but you sitting your fat self under my life, listening to me, and I'm educating you with my wisdom. You understand? So you use the word. You say, ask God to give you divine wisdom. The first thing, I don't think you know God more than me. I don't think you know the Bible more than me. I don't think you're a believer. So you, for just by using that word, you are a trash. I trash you, I condemn you. Or men who pretend and think that they know nothing. So you see, you honor my post and you will listen to me because just from your post, if you will tell me, President, we are doing good, that means your five senses, you only operating on two or three because your seeing and your hearing is out. You know what I'm saying? So that will make you very, very what? Can I use the word stupid or dull or what? You're very dull anyway, you dull guy. You know, you're a dull guy. You know, from your post, you know I can suspend, you know I can make Facebook suspend you, eh? I can make Facebook suspend you just from your post. But to show that you are dumb and you dull, I will keep you up. I will not really let Facebook suspend because when I take this post right now and I complain, one, to show that you yourself you're very stupid, you use the word stupidity, and then you put a quotation. I don't know who you quoting. Maybe you quoting yourself. You call me an educated fool. But you say, I'm not educated. I need to learn. I should go back to school. I am not, but you call me an educated. I mean, I'm educated, but I'm still stupid. So you and myself now, oh boy. Yeah. You know, I love to see the kind of post. But anyway, I will still suspend you. Don't worry. I will suspend you, my brother. They might give you maybe 24-hour suspension, not anything. So you will get a suspension. Relax. We got to teach you little sense, little bit. We got to give you some sense that will be good for, we can't just allow you guys to just walk, just come on Facebook and say things, or maybe you're using false page. Yeah, the mayor, he got 41 friends. 41, 41. So tell me, you look at him. His own picture like he taking a mock shot. His own picture. His own picture. No. That the mayor say get a whole page. Nothing on it. Nothing. Do you think men like this would rather need him? So maybe he's one of the fake pages or whatsoever, but I just will give him a little test. And okay, yes, that's it. I want you. Okay, good. Yep. Bam. So don't worry. It going, yeah. I don't deal with people who get it. You wasting my time. So you know the good thing is that Cummings is the Cummings is now the most talked about opposition leader. This Boogers case is a blessing. How you say he's stranger, try to push him out of time. Now all the time people talking about him, what they meant for bad turning to be good. Moriah Yakula. And I lie. Everybody, oh, commits this, commits that. You said the man are correct, we'll put him from under the veil, we'll push the man out. Everybody talking about commits now. Commits, 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 commits. Yeah. Commits, commits, commits. You know, when I tell people I'm not the one to say I'm an English guy. No. I make mistakes sometimes when I'm speaking. If I'm writing a letter to someone, when I do it, I make sure I edit it. Sometimes I post, I'll make mistake on my post because sometimes I got a bad habit where I won't drive and be posting, and then I send it before I come to myself, or sometimes it do its own stupid correction. But the fact is that people understand education different ways. People think that because this man got a degree, he's educated. No, it's what comes from out of you. Abraham Lincoln, he was self-taught. He went through everything on his own. He's not a okay. Let's go to the president of Rwanda. He's not a college student, so it's something special. It's what comes from out of you. What comes from out of you make you to be an educated man. They got people with degree, they dull, dumb. Their thinking is so bad, and you know. So these people they are distracted. I don't worry. I don't worry about them. Some of them rather want to know Mr. Kishan. Yeah, I can bring you on, but how would I? You see, you say Facebook user. I don't know if they will allow you to. Let me see something. If it will come up. It got plenty. No, it will not take it. Okay, once they say Facebook user, a lot of people using the Facebook. But anyway, let me put my number up. So if anybody want to call, maybe I can accept few calls for people to make a little comment because and I won't be able to. I wanted to bring it up actually. If you had a Facebook name and you send your Facebook name, you inbox me, I can send you a link if you want to come up. But the way you got a profile picture now, how you come up, my man? Or that woman, I even know which one now. But it just say Facebook user. So let me see. Let me see. But Toga, how will you say Liberian people make up their mind and you cannot prove it? How will you say Liberian people make up their mind to what to carry JB Bwaga? Wait a minute, look, Liberian, you're ready. Listen to me. Let me tell you this. If Liberians want to carry George Weah, it's up to them. If Liberians want to go backward, it's fine for them. But I know not gonna. George Weah will not win the next election. George Weah don't have a chance. Even in the 2017 election where President Weah was new and everybody wanted him, with the three party, President Weah was able to get only 38%. Every sedition in the country voted for President Weah. Every sedition voted for President Weah in 2017. No sedition voted against President Weah. In the second round, President Weah got 61%. So that means almost 24% came from other political parties. Now, where President Weah is not the same President Weah before, the same George Weah, Kennedy George Weah, there is no way he can get 38%. And this is how you know. We registered the last election, they registered 2 million, no, and 2,400,000 some more thousand Liberians to vote. In the entire election, 2020 election, only 35% voted for CDC. And more sedition voted in that election. You know what I'm saying? CDC have not registered any new members. In fact, CDC lost members. The people who causing George Weah in Labrador today, they're all sedition. You see that? So oppositions, unless we don't campaign, if nobody campaign and you say let's just go, it's a different thing. But Liberian people Liberian people are not the one who you think because they're in poverty, so they will lie you. The young people, what you fail to realize, NEC have registered. In fact, they right now in Liberia, they got almost 900,000 young people who have not registered or participated in the going election. People who are 14 years old, they will be voting this coming election. People who are 15, young children, they will be voting. Now, they saw George Weah, they like George Weah, but now they're disappointed. Some of them out of high school, they're going to college. Some of them out of college, they got nothing now doing. So you see, so don't look at it from 2017 and you think it's going to repeat itself. President Weah can spend all the country money, they will eat it and they will vote against it. It's not a joke. Unless we campaign. Unless we don't campaign. And people worry that President Weah will steal the election. He can't steal the election. If President Weah steal the election, it will be the downfall of him too. Because he will be putting Liberians in the street. It's not a law that you got to go 2 terms. No. The first term, the people give it to you. The second term, based on your work. President Weah did nothing for us to be people dying every day. You can't protect the people. Then you say you're fixing roads. You can't protect the citizens. You're risking the life of the people. The airport is dark 24/7. Then you're telling us that the Liberian people look and say they will vote George Weah again. Ah, man, y'all stop it, man. Y'all can make things too sweet for people here. Good morning, good morning. That's a very good question. Because we continue to get the wrong leaders, and our leaders are not prepared to make the tough choices. They think they can babysit the people every day. When they give them power, they will stay out of the people's lives until coming to election. Then they come back again with the same money and then they vote again. They said, talk, Baba, to eat your own of money. I got to eat money. I don't have to. If you give me money, I will not refuse you, but I don't have to eat money. I don't have to eat money. I don't. Listen, like people want vote for Joe, we are letting go ahead. And I even think it's not even on my books there. It's not even, and I mean, sure. They put it, uh, it's not even near my. There's no way Joey I can win this kind of election. That change, we get that change. Well, I don't blame you, Nancy, to say that. Seriously. Thank you, Mike Davis. Thank you very much. If he if he is re-elected, it is the masses, including you, will suffer. Well, I don't read it. If Joshua is re-elected, I don't think the masses will suffer. Who's supposed to suffer will suffer. Who's supposed to be there? God bless a lot of people. They're in a situation where I don't know if you, I don't know if I will ever suffer unless God take my life. But the fact is that we're doing it just to help our people to make sure they understand that not everybody can leave Liberia. And I pray that I wish they could. Richard said they are protecting their second income from the government. Ooh, who supporting? Who protecting the income? The other people. Y'all need to give all the names there, man. Oh, Stevie say you sweet mouth, but you going be number one. You guys kill lot of people in Liberia with your incompetent ideas. Wow. Thank you, Stephen. You know, if you talk about killing people in Liberia, maybe I hope you're not one of those now. But in fact, Stephen, where just by putting at you saw the response I gave you, you put a woman picture on your profile, not even your own picture. So maybe I don't know if she's your wife, and if I put my wife picture, at least I'll put my own picture there. So I told you before, I said maybe you're too ugly. That's why you don't put your own picture there. You know, you're trying to use that pretty lady, or maybe it's a fake page. So let me check the page history sef, before I start talking. Let me check the history of this page. Let me check it because sometimes okay, Stephen Blair, let me see. Okay. He put a beautiful woman picture there, but he can't see another picture nowhere. You can't see a picture. He lived in Philadelphia. Yeah, he lived in Philadelphia. To show that you yourself, you even know you got your whole email address showing on it. But anyway, you don't have a telephone number link on it. www.facebook.com/Stephen Ware 98. He said he left Philadelphia. Looked like a fake page. Your wife there? I can show you a public. Oh. Then let me put it there. Oh. I think I know her. Let me see. Oh, I know her. I know her very well. Anyway, we're not looking for nothing, Stevie. Don't worry. There's nothing that we want. But you on the show, how we end the show? You supposed to tell me bye, Toga. If you tell me bye, you can go. You think the show, you think I pay, you think my data that one? You think that the one that can say, if I was broadcasting in Liberia, then they will say, well, we got 1 hour. But what one hurting you? Tell me. Okay, ready warrior. That's that Titanic. That Titanic body. Every time I see your name coming up, listen, Steven, try and show some respect, man. Stop acting stupid. Do I look like somebody who to be a killer? You ready brave, eh? Like you want me to block you for true now? Because I will not allow you to disrespect me. I will not allow you to disrespect me. Trust me. I will not allow you to disrespect me. Because sometimes you guys are so damn stupid. You ask me a question if I killed somebody before. You damn stupid. You know that? Or you anyway. You right to ask the question. Maybe you're not in Liberia during the war, so you don't give a damn about it. So people like us that went through the war, that lost relatives and other things. So I will not allow you. I'm going through the post. If I see another stupid post from you, I'm going to block you from my show because you live in Philadelphia. You're not living in Liberia. You know why black people that live out of Liberia, that live in America, they can't vote. For me, I will vote. You can't vote. I voted 2007 and 18, but for you, you can't vote. So if I see another stupid post from you, you will never watch my show again. And the first thing, Stevie, maybe you actually using somebody's picture, but let me make you understand. I never hide it from nobody. I say my brother, he's member of the coalition. He's from the NPP group. You think I hide it? I say I need a war crime code. If my brother cause any problem and anybody got information that he caused problem, you can bring it up when the war crime code appear. Yeah, when they bring the code. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So don't come on my posts and use or remarks that you see the problem. You put a beautiful woman picture on your profile that don't even look like you, but look at that's a fake damn page. How the hell you will get a page, but you got only 4 friends? You got only 4 friends. Your entire damn, I can't believe it. Only 4? Eh? No. You can find it again. I'll block you. Maybe that Hera Costa, who know? Hey Louis, my own sister. That board already, man. Today, the CEO said it clear on his show that Mr. Cummings delivered a fake document to NEC. Oh, I won't forget it. And then again, they said that my man Steven, you already out. You can put all your posts. You're not going to see my show again. Not even unfriend you, but I block you. So your fake post, your fake page, you can put another page together again and come back. Yeah, you know, like Brempo, he let nothing go. We all will follow Spoon. We'll follow Spoon just to get information from them. But the fact of the matter is that we'll not sit there and allow them because they say, oh, they got 3 radio stations. So we should, if Mr. Cummings want to come by, he can come there. I'll be happy for him to get there, no problem. I want Mr. Cummings to go to every network. But the fact is that you cannot just, yeah, I try to bring you on, man. I wish I could. Let me put a number on. Maybe some people want to call. Yeah, your view might be right. I agree with you on that. But trust me, I just said it. Unless if we don't campaign, hearing echo. Somebody said they hearing echo in there. Let me see. This is a nice little mic. Alexander, guys, I got to do some little work here. You see, there's some of the sacrifice we go through. Most of my software that I use when I'm outside, you got to use iPad. It's a selfish software. I don't use Android. So I can stand Apple already. Now I got to use Apple phone. I got to use this and that. I can't stand it. What to do? I can't wait for them to. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Make that one hang up small. Ninth generation. Okay. Okay. You know, I love this song, this coming song here, the Bassa one.
Come on, let them say ya. Come on, let them say ya. Daddy, my business, you catching fever. Getting serious like empty river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we sweeping, we cutting, we moving all the way. Yeah, yeah. We coming, yeah. We got a big coming. As we coming, we sweeping. We coming. And then when we meet up, stick. We got a big coming. Now I watch you come, man, yeah. We coming. When the year is me, they checking you again, guys. C'est 3, c'est 4. We coming. We better be coming. They are on some. We coming. We better be coming. C'est coming. C'est fort. They are on some. We better be coming. Everybody's talking about a maker, Elizana, come here, baby, I came on more. Everybody's talking about a maker, Elizana, come here, came on more. When the year is me, they checking you again, guys. From the shore of the Blue River to the peak of the Himba Mountain, we coming, yeah. We got something coming, and we coming from the episode to the shores of the shepherd. We better something coming, young guy, you're the cool man, we coming, yeah. We better something coming. From all the way, my puto to the peak, I want to kiss it. C'est 1, c'est 2, c'est 3, c'est 4. Come here, we coming. We better something coming. We coming. We better something coming. We coming. We better something coming. I like you. I said. Everybody's talking about a maker, Elizana, come here, baby, I came on more. Everybody's talking about a maker, Elizana, come here, came on more. When the year is me, they checking you again, guys, and when it comes, nobody should hold me. Everybody's celebrating as I'm dancing to my right and I'm dancing to my left. C'est 3, c'est 4. Come here. From Maserati to Makibi, Passa to River Cess. Hey, all the way to Bone County. From Nima County to Grand Cheetah. River Cheese, I know Maryland and Grand Crew County. Love I came my bumming and Bapo County. We coming. We're something coming. They are my two songs. We coming. We better be coming. C'est coming, c'est fort. Et à mon tour, son. We better be coming. C'est 1, c'est 2, c'est 3, c'est 4. Coming. Better be coming.
Y'all have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. I will be on the Voice Matter by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning with the Deputy Secretary General of ANC, and we'll discuss another topic and we'll talk about it again. But listen, it is the right of Mr. Cummings to bring anybody he wants to bring to investigate. It's not against the law. But integrity matters, eh? Y'all have a good day. Bye for now. Pray for me, I pray for you. Bye.